We are here today talking to Oliver Hassan. He is our creative of the month for January 2022. All right.
Woo.
And along with Oliver, we have the lovely President Shireen here with us.
Hi guys, been a while.
And the not so cute former President Kevin Jackson. Anyway,
No, Kevin, don't do that to yourself. You have a little boy who would disagree.
well,
Don't do.
yo, Hassan, how are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm good.
Okay, great, great. Yo. How was your Christmas holidays?
It was boring, but you know how it goes.
You got a lot of drawing done?
I, don't- I think I did. I have no past memories of last year right now. I can't recall it.
Word. The Discord says yes.
Discord says yes. Awesome.
The Discord
Uh,
says yes.
which is something I should just let the viewers know. If you want a place to hang out and to work on something that you're drawing, animating, ideating, writing, etc., join us on the Discord. We have a Discord channel, and every Sunday at 4 p.m. we link up and have a jam where we just chill and do work. So feel free to join us. All
For
right.
chronic procrastinators like myself.
So
So we
Hassan,
have viewers, right?
what's that?
We have viewers right now, like folks in Discord are watching us, or is just this being recorded between us three?
Oh no, it's just being recorded between us three, and
Oh,
then uploaded to YouTube later.
We wouldn't do that to
oh,
you.
nice.
We wouldn't do that to you. We wouldn't have people here watching you and don't tell you.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
So Hassan, just give us a little bit of history about yourself. How old are you? What school you went to? That sort of thing.
All right. Hi, my name is Design Sunset. Full name Oliver Hassan. I think I'm 22. Yes, I'm 22.
Not if you
I reside in St. Mary, Bonegate. Used to attend St. Mary High School, and I love to draw.
Ooh.
Nice, nice. You still live in St. Mary now?
Yes, still at home.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I love to hear about the artists that are in the other parishes. Pretty cool stuff. We interviewed some twins on here from St. Thomas, and these guys are doing some amazing stuff. You can check that out on our YouTube as well, the two twins. And we also did a feature on one of them who animates Captain Stay Home on CBN. So you can check that out.
Oh, I used to watch that too.
Oh yeah, man, yeah, man. We interviewed the animator, so you can watch that and learn all about it. All right, so Hassan, tell me now, Saint Mary, right? You know a lot of artists from Saint Mary?
No, only one. Only one comes to mind. Only one. A dude
So,
named Joel. He used to go to the same school. Yeah.
okay. So, in an atmosphere where you just have one other artist that you know of, what made you decide to do art? How did that start? When did that start?
I just needed something to occupy my time. I didn't think I was about to get into it deep or anything. I just wanted to have fun, drawing, sketching, just practicing to improve my skills. I didn't expect myself to reach where I'm at right now.
Okay. And like how your family enjoy the fact that you do art? Do you get any pushback for doing it?
You can say they were supportive. They are supportive about it, but they're mostly concerned about me making money, not the
Hmm.
fun aspect of it, as always.
Right, right. And are you making money from it?
Hard to say yes or no. I get commissions here and there. Recently, I did comic book work and a few concept art, but nothing big.
Ooh, comic book work, yeah. I think we saw something about that in the Discord. Um,
Yes, we did.
Uh,
It's Yard, Ambitions and
yeah.
Consequences by Jordan Wint. if I remember correctly.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he's
Is
the
it
writer.
is it is it out now? How do people find that?
I'm not sure if it's out. Not sure. Not sure. He haven't. He has. He didn't say anything to me as of yet, but it should be coming. It should be coming.
Okay,
For
cool. So we'll look
now,
out for that.
All right.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
In fact, if you could, you should let him get in touch with us because in February we're doing a comic book panel, so it would be nice to
Feature some
feature that.
Jamaican.
Right? Yeah. All right.
All right.
So let me know now. Like digging back into your history now with the art thing. Like, you say your parents were supportive, but did you have any other role models or mentors when you're coming up in high school, like your art teacher, or were you just on your own with this thing?
I always did art since I was young, but I didn't take it serious. I wanted to be good as my brother, my big brother. He doesn't draw anymore, but I was secretly competing with him because I wanted to get better than him. But I didn't really learn all the fundamentals and stuff like that in high school. I was just draw with my friends and see who could draw the better wolf or dog, cat, color better, or anything else.
Okay. So when did you start taking it seriously? Or when
It
did you learn
was
the
after
fundamentals?
it was after high school when I discovered digital art. There was such a thing as digital art. So I said, "Oh shit, yeah, let's do this." So I've been drawing on my phone and practicing all the painting fundamentals and trying to improve my observational skills and stuff.
Okay. And where did you find resources to learn how to, grasp the fundamentals?
The great YouTube.
YouTube University.
Yes, actually on your Instagram, if I remember correctly, YouTube and practice.
Yeah,
Okay. So people aren't mystified.
very-
Let me just show people what we're
yeah.
talking about because I know people hearing me talk about your artwork and they're probably like, yeah, but what does this artwork look like?
It's
Let me
awesome, guys.
You've been
let's
talking about me.
Amen. You were here for it. Don't worry. It's not behind your back.
all right. So this, folks, is Design Sunset's Instagram page. You can find them by the same name, Design Sunset. Let's start at the top of the page here. All right, commissions are open. So if you see any artwork you like, hey, feel free to contact him. Is it
Message
easy
him
to
on
contact
Instagram.
him? Yeah, is it easy to contact you on Instagram?
Repeat?
Is it easy to contact you on Instagram? Is that the place you'd prefer to be
Yes,
contacted?
yes. It on my email. It should be it should be on that button, email button. So yeah, email
Email
and
button. Where's that
IGDMs.
email button?
There's-
What's that? Go again?
I don't see the email button. I don't know why it's not showing on the computer software.
Um,
Yeah, I'm not seeing it. But any which way, let's look on this artwork. You have a very nice style. It's 2D style, fitting for both comics and anime. But this one is big, kicking cleaver. Let's see, what's
she
her
has a
name?
twin.
Yeah, seems that way.
Her twin sister.
Yeah. If
By
I
the way,
recall,
are these
you are
characters
me.
in the same universe?
Oh, that one was a commission actually, and
Which one? The guy?
yeah,
Oh
the
yes,
guy.
I see. Commissioned by it's Caden.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then this note is a lovely digital painting. What's your process for something like this?
Stress and stress
Stress and
and a lot
stress.
of
That's
effort.
I've heard about that technique.
Yeah.
Nice, lovely stuff.
All right.
Do so.
I
What
have a
software do you
question.
use? Oh
Oh,
yeah, go
same
ahead.
question. Yeah, what software? Because we know we're going to get the questions. What's the software? What's the
Yeah.
hardware?
I use Ibis Paint.
Ibis
Ooh,
Um,
Ibis user.
yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, I actually draw with my finger, but I don't really talk about it much because I don't want people to. Yeah, but it's mostly Ibis Paint.
No, you should tell people more that you draw with your finger because there's a lot of people who think that if you don't have the widescreen drawing tablet with the pen, you can't make great artwork.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm afraid of losing potential clients because they'll think that I wouldn't be able to handle heavy duty stuff.
I
No, I
mean,
think your
I'm looking at
portfolio.
your portfolio kind of negates that problem.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's the result that matters really and truly. I mean,
Oh,
in fact, just you talking about that, I would love to actually see a video of you painting with your fingers.
Yeah, because you have a very clean finish. Your lines are
Right.
very clean. The rendering is good. The style is good.
oh, thank you.
Yeah, I don't think you would have a problem with somebody being worried about the quality or what you can handle.
And for those,
It's
who are
mostly,
curious about, yeah, ambitions and consequences, here is what I'm assuming is a cover page.
yeah, yeah.
Nice
And the two
highlighting in the
ladies,
shadows.
two
Right?
ladies before is the back. Is for the back.
Oh, so that
Oh,
was the back.
ah,
Yeah.
okay. Nice, nice. Let's see what it says here. What is the cost of ambition? Sidulus Dominic Creaton. Oh, is that a name? The
Yeah,
Sidulus
that's his
That's is that
name.
the
Dominic
main
Creaton
character?
will find out as he convinces his childhood best friend to leave behind a dangerous lifestyle in the streets of New York City and come back home to build a dream together in Montego Bay, Jamaica. Xavier drags his little brother to the island with him. Young Michael will now have to deal with the culture shock and managing peer pressure and new relationships. What happens when there is a clash between loyalty and integrity? Motives change, people change. Welcome to paradise. Interesting.
All
Yeah.
This
right.
sounds like it's going to be a and this is a comic, or it's a graphic novel?
It's a comic. It's a comic.
It's a
Comic
comic.
channels, everything.
Oh, okay,
It's bubble.
cool.
Okay.
And this is
So
by
this.
Jordan Wint.
Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, that's a pretty Jamaican thing. Many of us either leave to go to America or come back from America. The snow chases us out of New York. It's cold up there.
I heard a lot about New York.
A nice,
Oh,
nice style.
okay.
I love the colors you chose. Now, why these colors, by the way? What made you choose these colors?
It's in my name, Design Sunset. I've always been fascinated about sunset
Mm,
colors. Sunset, like mixing with the purples and the blues and the red. I always find it pretty
nice.
awesome. Okay.
No, I
Yeah.
agree. That sunset with those orange and purples are amazing, man. I love them.
Thank you.
You must see a lot of them from where you are.
Yeah,
That's
but the
true.
trees, a bush with this still, so the trees
Oh,
kind of block the sun.
yeah, man. Climb a
No,
coconut
but
tree, man.
we have James Bond Beach and all of these things.
Yeah, it's more apparent at the beach, but I'm in the
Okay.
hill.
Okay, nice stuff. So are all of these commissions, or is this an original character for you? This robot, or should say cyber looking chick?
That was I was trying to build a proper portfolio because I want to become a character designer for whatever studio that wants to hire me. So I just
Mm.
decided to draw a mech-ish girl looking suit. I have yet
Okay,
to draw
cool,
her face, but yeah.
Okay.
nice. All
So,
right.
are you looking for more animation studio or game animation? Just
Mostly
shoot your
game
shot out there, man.
and
Shoot your shot. Let them know
yeah,
where you want to go.
Yeah, I'm trying to cast the net wide. Get what I can.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
And
So,
Arcane fan,
hmm
Naruto fan, Cowboy Bebop.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
all right. So let me ask you some other questions now. Like, when the pandemic hit, like, what what was that like for you? You know, did that change anything for you? Did you find it useful, or did you find it a little bit depressing? Or, you know, how exactly did you manage during the pandemic, the start of the pandemic till now?
It was an excuse to draw more.
Nice.
Um, it was the reason why I started this art thing, to be honest. It was the
Oh,
excuse
really?
for me to draw. Yeah. I didn't
Interesting.
improve. It, it was during that time when I started to improve a lot at the start of the pandemic. I don't think Corona hit Jamaica. It was the month before. Um, I think I quit my job and I started drawing. And so when the pandemic came, I had an excuse to stay at home and just keep on drawing, sketching, figure studies, all the things that I wanted to practice. And I didn't get any scrutiny for it. My mom was supportive. Well, she is, and she's still supportive because she sees that I can make a living out of it. So, yeah,
Nice, nice. Big up, mommy. Big up. You,
big up.
you don't find that very often, you know, especially in Jamaica. I mean, all around the world, but especially in Jamaica, you don't find that very often. Everybody likes to use the term starving artist, but you know, really and truly, there are a lot of artists out there who are making money once they can
Mm.
find what they're good at and get better at it. You said that this pandemic was an excuse for you to draw more, right? Which is good. You know, a lot of people have gone into depression. Would you say that drawing has basically saved you from depression?
Yeah, I had something to focus on, and whenever I did something that looked pretty to me, it made me feel good. It felt like I accomplished something. Like the work I'm putting in is actually showing results. So yeah, it kept my mind off things
Okay, nice, nice. And you draw every day?
almost every day. Almost. The
Okay.
only time I don't draw is when like I have to go out do errands. That's the only
Okay,
time.
well, fair enough. You know, you have to do errands, so you know, you can't just stay home and draw all day every day, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
this
Um,
a
one is
shutting.
this one is one of my favorite designs. Love this pose, but I guess that's because I love martial arts and kung fu and all of that stuff. What was
Thank
your
you.
I
was your
do have.
inspiration for this, or were you copying a? Were you doing something in your own style?
I was in another Discord group and they had a challenge to draw their own OCs in different costumes. Well,
Mm,
in the person's costume that issued out the challenge, so I decided to just make one. Make one.
okay.
So I thought like, a girl with snake scales on her skin would look pretty cool in a snake pose. So full circle.
Mm, nice. Shireen, you had a question?
Yes, I was. If you could click out of the post for a second.
Sure.
So I notice you have a lot of different fan art. So how would you say drawing fan art versus drawing your own characters? What kind of reaction do you get on Instagram? Because I know a lot of artists struggle with that. Should I do my own original art or should I just draw fan art of other person's IP? So how has that been for you?
What do you see? I think fan art are generally more well received because everyone will like well in whatever community will know that character and they say, hey, that's a nice drawing, and they'll show it to their friends. That's a nice drawing of Naruto or Ichigo or somebody else that's pretty popular in the animation world.
Hmm.
So yeah, versus your own OCs and character. It's more likely to blow up on Twitter versus Instagram because the algorithm is very much different in
Okay.
my experience. But if you build up your own community, I think your OCs should perform just as well as your fun.
All right. So just making sure I heard what you said. Your original OCs do better on Twitter, but on Instagram, when you have the mix of both, fan art tends to do better.
Yeah,
Okay.
I had one that's kind of lewd-ish. It's this bunny girl that got around 6K likes on Twitter, but I've never hit that number with anything else. So fan art definitely takes the win.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So the follow-up
Speak.
question is, which one you prefer?
I can't give a definite one. It's just mostly in the mood. If I watch a show and I'm like, oh, that character is cool, I want to draw him. And there are times like, I want to make my own story and make my own characters and make other people want to draw them. So it's
Do you
hard to
learn
choose.
a lot from? Do you learn a lot from drawing other people's characters? Doing fan art?
Uh, Not when I'm making fun art. More likely when I'm doing studies. Like I want to learn how to draw in that style. So like the
Hmm.
creator for that series, I like study how they draw eyes or how they stylize proportions and such. So it's kind of fun art, but in secret because I don't show
I
it to
get you.
anyone.
Question: I'm looking at this image of Vibes Cartel and Popcorn, and I'm there wondering, were these commissions or you just decided to draw them?
I just decided to draw them. I was doing a little bit of value studies. So yeah, and I was trying to get into the Jamaican community to let them know, hey, there's another artist. You want to see portraits of your favorite dancer artist? Here I am. So
Okay.
two birds with one stone, I guess.
Did it work?
Yes and no, it wasn't that wide received, but I think I gained something from it.
You did something. All right, cool. Was this a finger painting as well, or this was?
Yes,
Some,
finger painting.
wow.
Only time you'll see a Photoshop drawing is like way down at the bottom, way down.
Oh, okay.
Way back in ye olden days.
We see, like probably when you were just starting out.
Yeah.
Let's look and see. All right. So, quick question. Like, all right. I mean, you say you improved a lot during the pandemic, but before that, and maybe even at the start of the pandemic, did you ever feel like, boy, I'm not as good as I want to be, or I'm not getting as good as I want to be. Maybe I should give this up, or you know, is he still there? Camera just
Yeah,
dipped.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Did you ever feel like giving up, or have you ever felt like down, like, man, I'm not making any progress, or was the pandemic just a field day for you to just draw and draw and draw and not really care, just let the progress speak for itself?
Let's see.
Or maybe I
I
should
think
rephrase by
after,
saying, what's been your biggest challenges in developing your art?
as in like getting to draw or like trying to improve, like things that
Trying
make
to
you really trouble.
improve and trying to, yeah, like, what are the things that give you the most trouble?
Drawing hands and faces like really far, and also like drawing people. I used to have a problem with drawing people. I was scared of drawing people. I was only drawing animals, and so
Mhm.
I made it my mission to just sit down and do gesture drawing every day. Since the pandemic to get better at drawing people. So and I think that caused me to just prefer doing drawings of characters versus animals. So yeah,
Hear that,
I
folks?
was just
Gesture drawing every day.
just trying to cover my vices.
Oh, I remember
I
this one.
remember this. Yeah, I remember this one. This was definitely nice. I
Yeah.
mean, speaking of gesture drawing, this is a very, very good angle.
I actually, what I remember from this one was the triangular composition was giving you some issues in the early sketches.
Yeah,
So,
I think I got help from a fellow artist, well, a couple artists, but I remember Stratos.
mm-hmm,
He helped me with the positioning of the firearm, the one that's going away
Mm,
from the camera.
yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, big up to him for that because
yeah.
it improved the photo a whole lot.
yeah, man.
Here's my next question. Because a lot of times we find artists tend to want to create in isolation, but I know that you and many of our other artists and creatives of the month actually participate a lot with asking for advice from other people and finding, like, showing your work. So, would you say that you improved faster with the help of other artists, or did you improve more when you were just be able to focus by yourself?
Hmm. I think getting critique is important. It's important because only two I have. You need extra eyes to also look on your work, tell you where you fall short. But it also good to spend time working in private because you need to discover yourself and what you like and what you don't like or how you want to do things, like the process about making the picture. So
Right.
I think it's a balance of both.
Okay. And you just said something very important that I think, particularly a lot of beginning artists don't realize that it is your art, so you do need to spend time figuring out what you like
Yeah.
and what you want to do.
Yeah.
This is
Which
how
leads
you
me to
find style.
which leads me to a next question is, you say you want to be a character designer. So question I have for you is, this is for animation we're speaking about?
Yeah.
Okay,
For
cool.
animation.
So usually character designers, work a lot on turnarounds, doing the characters from different angles. I haven't seen any of that in your portfolio. Do you do that yet? Do you practice doing characters from different angles to make sure you get them, consistently from all angles, as well as so that an animator can see what the character looks like from all angles?
I have yet to work on that. I mostly do faces from different angles. I haven't really drawn a body from multiple angles. Um, the only one I could show is the mech one, where I show it from the front and from the back, but that's all. It's not complete
Oh,
yet.
okay. No, I
Okay.
ask simply because, like, when I look at your work, my first impression is concept artist. You know,
Mm-hmm.
especially
Oh,
specifically character concept artist. But like, well, with this one definitely does have an animation feel to it. But because your artwork, seems to be these one-off angles, these interesting angles and interesting textures, it feels more like concept art. Like you would be the artist who, when we're trying to figure out what will this show look like, what will the characters look like, you're providing these concepts that allow us to see, oh, okay, this is what the costume will look like, and this is what the background is going to look like, and you know
oh.
highly, so I don't know if you would agree or disagree, Sherry. I was just looking at it and
Um,
Mhm.
for me, well, I do agree with you that it does fall more into concept. A character designer is a concept role as well. I
Yeah,
think it's visual development, I think is the
yes,
term.
right, I think so too.
So you have a lot of interesting textures in your work, this is not me advising you to change your dream. If you want to be a character
Definitely not.
designer, be a character designer. But I do see primarily a lot of, it's usually girls and muscular men fighting men, or I think late teenage boys.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So that's great if what you're looking for is specifically what is the age group, Kevin? It's like 11 to something.
Where do I go again? Is it 11 to 18 or 11 to
Yeah, I think
11?
it's 11 to 18. I might be wrong, but that's just the age group. So if that's the group of, that's why I asked you earlier, where in animation are you leaning towards? Because your concept work looks a lot like game concepts,
Yeah.
and
Oh.
even arcane comes from like the game world. So that's what I was looking at when I thought about your artwork. I was also thinking it would fit well within the game world, because they tend to have more of these more interesting shapes, the more complicated costumes, and then for, call it, new media animation. I really dislike that term, but streaming
Mm,
animation or traditional television animation tends. I've seen them moving towards simpler shapes, and
Oh.
yeah, I've seen them
well,
moving
that's true.
towards the Rick and Morty, amphibia sort of style. That is
I
not to
mean,
say that there aren't productions being made in different styles, because the Cuphead show is coming out soon. Critical Role's animated series is coming out on Amazon Prime as well, and Titmouse did that, and that's a more complicated design or concept art. So definitely there is space for your art in industry. And I saw one of your D&D commissions that's not on your Instagram yet. So I feel like I've gotten a sneak preview. Um,
My
so
Patreon.
yeah, your
All
Patreon.
right. So let me ask you something. No. All right. So which artists do you rate? Like no matter where in the world they come from, which artists do you follow? Which artists' work do you just absolutely love?
Cynics. Hands down, Cynics. He
Phoenix, spell
he
that.
inspires me a lot. Cynics design. He does a lot of
Phoenix
tutorials on
design.
YouTube also.
Is he on
Okay.
Instagram?
Yeah, Cynics. I
All right, let
think
me
it's
see if I
Cynics on
can.
Instagram also.
Is that Cinex?
No, Sinix.
Oh, S S
Yeah.
Next
I
design.
N E X.
I know this
There's
person.
a,
Is it this one?
there's a lot.
No, it's not this one.
I definitely know this person. They're the anatomy
I,
quick tips
yeah,
person.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Sinix.
Uh,
Oh, Nix. Oh, I have it wrong. Okay,
Yeah, he's my top favorite. Well, one of them.
okay.
okay.
Nice, nice. All right, cool. So, you want to work in an animation studio. Wait for this back
Uh,
to us. What's your
yeah,
favorite
yeah.
studio? Where would you want to work and why?
Hmm. It's hard to say because I recently decided that I might want to do character design for animation studio, so I haven't picked one yet. But
Okay.
um, local, I can't really remember the name. I think they did the ones for Young Justice.
Young
Let me just
Justice.
this.
Hold on.
I'm trying to remember the name of that
So,
studio. What is the name of that studio?
I'm searching for it right now.
oh, I know.
Warner Brothers Studio and
Yeah,
DC Entertainment.
yeah.
Did Young
That one and
Justice.
Studio Mirror. That one and Studio Mirror.
Oh, Studio Mirror. Well, let me come off these
Yeah.
people Instagram before YouTube decides them copyrights.
Copyright us.
Attack me. Yeah.
No, YouTube, this is for conversational purposes only. This is not.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
love
man.
Studio Mirror.
Yeah, Studio Mirror is awesome. Studio Mirror is awesome.
They do the Dota animations,
I
right?
was just about to say that season 2 of Dota, the Dragon, oh god, what's it called again?
They also
Uh,
did, if I
Avatar.
remember. Yeah, Korra. There we go.
yeah, but season 2 of one of their shows is coming out on Netflix very soon.
So, I very much
I'll be
like
thinking.
their style. My
Thank you.
opinions about Korra aside, I like their style.
I love Korra. I love, and I
It's
will
okay.
defend it. I will defend it to the ground any day
You
of the
can
week.
defend it to the ground. I will
I'll
even
battle
hand you the
anybody who.
shovel so
I'll
you can
battle.
dig that hole. I am not
Oh,
going.
I
don't worry. It
also
will
have
be a hole for the
mixed
opponent.
feelings towards Korra.
Well, I
Here's the
will
thing.
hand.
Funny enough, and maybe I can do a video about this one day. But funny enough, anytime I explain to people why Korra is so different from Avatar, they usually understand.
No, I do understand and I appreciate the existence of Korra. I just don't like
Yeah.
the show. Like I at
Even
no point I
even
understand why Korra is the way she is. I understand why she has the difficulties she has. I even understand why the world has the issues it has after Avatar. I just don't like Korra. My
oh
spirit don't
boy.
take to her. I'm sorry. I feel it in my
I
soul. My spirit don't take to her.
I think as a character she's okay. It's just the story I'm not really vibing with. But I think
I
it got
when
pretty
you need
good
to
at the beginning.
when you need to talk about the
Amazing
story, then
world building in Korra. Amazing world building. And
yes,
I love world building. So so it's my
yeah.
spirit. It
Let
just
me tell
can't.
you, without being too long-winded, one of the main reasons why a lot of people are a little bit, taken off by Korra is because with Avatar there's a clear good guy and there's a clear bad guy, whereas in Korra there isn't. Every bad guy has a justified reason for what they're doing, and then it just
No, but Kevin,
muddles.
Kevin. That's why I wanted to like Korra because one of my
Right,
favorite movies by Miyazaki. It isn't even Howl's Moving Castle or Spirited Away. Even though I love those two pieces, I'm wearing Totoro right now.
mm,
It is what do you call it again? Princess Mononoke. And the reason for
yeah,
that is because Lady Eboshi, who you would want to call the main antagonist, is not a bad guy. I love the fact
mm,
that she's not a clear cut bad person. Like she's just
right,
trying to give her people a home and so on and so forth. Like she's not out to kill this first deity because she don't have the reason
right,
to kill. Like I love
right.
that about Korra. I am
You
not
see the
a
reason,
fan
but you
of
see
Korra.
the reason why you can't stand Korra is because unlike Princess Mononoke, the problem is that all of the bad guys that Korra faces, they show her what's wrong with what she's supporting, and it puts a lot of doubt in her mind,
No,
and so she's very wishy-washy.
the, no, I like the
But
fact that that happens. I really do. I'm saying I don't like Korra as a person.
But she has to be the way she has to be. She's being
No,
thrust into
like
this role
I
that
know.
and there's
I
a legacy
really
behind the role.
I
Yeah, but
trust me, I get her. Like
let me tell
Kevin,
you, Ang
taking
had
over
it
from
easy.
you as
she's
Jan president
she's
Yeah,
was like that because this was everybody know Kevin from Jan. If I said Jan, they're like, yeah, man, Kevin. At one point, some people even thought Kevin was Jan.
yeah.
it's mostly the jokes I don't like in Korra. They kind of fall flat for me. They're not as funny as Avatar. They just
Maybe we
All
need
right,
to
I'll give you that.
have
I'll give you
a
that.
chill session like on
We do.
Instagram one day, and we
Yeah,
just get
I think
together
so.
as a community and discuss Korra.
I think so. I think so. We
We
should. We
can
should.
we can do it for other animations too. The particular like Korra. We can discuss Cuphead. That's coming out soon.
Yeah, we
And
can
that's
discuss
like a
projects.
resurgence for old style rubber hose animation.
All right,
I
so we're
haven't seen it yet.
approaching three. And I want to ask you maybe about two or three more questions before we wrap up. So, big question for you
All right.
now is the future. Where do you see yourself in, say, 5 years' time?
In 5 years' time, I think I should be assimilated into the industry, being burnt out and living my dream, being a character designer or a concept artist for a big studio. I,
Okay. And do
Yeah.
you want to work here in Jamaica or you want to work overseas?
I want to work overseas, but I would also like to give back. I don't know how I would contribute to the local art scene, but I would like to think of something to show that yes, art can be like there's a thing as Jamaican artists that are also amazing as the Asians or the Americans or anything. We have our own style and studios, and I want to contribute to that.
Okay, cool. Sharon, you have any questions before I ask him the ultimate last question?
Um, okay, in terms of who are as good as the Asians, so we do actually have a lot of artists, yourself included, who are already at that level and who are already working in the industry. So, what would you think would be a good way to get the word out about the existence of these artists? Because we have Melissa Lynn, we have Kyle Smith, we have so many Jamaican diaspora. We have Wayne Carnegie, and all the different persons who are either Jamaican born or of Jamaican descent working in the industry. So, what do you think would be a good way to get the word out about them to persons who don't know? Because all of this is happening, people just don't know.
Well, I don't even know those names, so I guess they should maybe try to find a time or something to like put your work out, do something local orientated or something, to catch the eyes of the local and maybe inspire other artists or other folks to become artists to draw like them or something like that. I'm not sure or make make a project
Oh,
to put in other artists also like other
okay.
younger inexperienced Jamaican artists join
All
them
right.
and help spread them. Yeah.
So, you're saying that perhaps if they get more involved in the local scene, that might
Yeah.
help with persons knowing their name. Well, so far, the artists that I just listed are artists that we've had participate in JANN events. So
Oh,
I
cool.
think probably get more involved in that. Melissa Lynn she worked on, I don't know if you've heard of Hilda, and that's animation streaming on Netflix right now.
And
Yeah.
I should look her up. I should look her up. It's
Okay.
my
Well,
So
fault.
and they work on Cosmic Kid, right?
Kid Cosmic,
Yeah, Kid Cosmic. Is that work there
I
or is
I love
I
that
I have
show.
a
don't
look?
know.
No,
I would have to check. I
yeah,
I don't know if Mercury Filmworks did. I would have to check.
but they have that other one though, the one with the oh god, the one with the horses, them too, the horse that
Centaur World,
My Little
yes.
Pony.
yeah, Centaur
Oh,
World.
Centaur World is definitely a Mercury
Yeah,
Filmworks.
I feel like they
Or
have at least three animations on Netflix.
yes, it's more than three. They have The Lion Guard,
Right.
Rapunzel's Tangled Adventure.
Well,
Um,
Lion Guard was, I think, removed.
oh, oh,
I'll
it's
have to
off
double check, but
Netflix
I think
now.
it's off Netflix. Yeah, I think Disney
I
has
think that's
reclaimed
about.
it from. Disney
Okay,
Plus is out to reclaim.
of
So
course. Disney has launched its own streaming platform.
yeah.
But that was most of my questions. So, in terms of getting involved with the industry, I think that's something that we can facilitate, don't you think, Kevin? In
Oh yeah,
terms of reaching
definitely.
out to them and trying to get them more involved in the local industry.
Yeah,
So
no,
Could you
that,
repeat the
definitely.
names?
What's that?
Could you repeat the names of the artists you mentioned before?
oh, there is Melissa Lynn, currently working
Yeah.
at Mercury Filmworks, and Melissa is open to being contacted about artwork and advising on artwork. So you
Okay.
can find her and reach out to her. She is open. And
All
then there is Wayne Carnegie. Oh, there she
right.
is. Melissa. No, go back. Go on. There we go. So that's Melissa Lid,
And this is Centaur World.
Centaur World. Um, and then there is Wayne Carnegie. There is Cal Smith, also known as Ink Fable. I'm not
Okay.
lying to him, right, Kevin? It is Ink
No,
Fable.
it is Inkfable.
Okay.
It's Inkfable. And this is Wayne Carnegie, draw artist.
Yeah. He is a surfacing and texturing artist at Mainframe Studios. Or
Yeah.
yeah, at Mainframe Studios.
Because I love finding local artists. I always glad to see them.
And I
And
think Wayne
over
actually lectures
Kyle,
at Edna.
yeah, he does. He does. Kyle, you said Kyle Smith's
Ink Fable.
handle was Inkfable, right?
Ink Fable.
Uh,
Inkfable.
There he
There it is.
is. Yeah. And
oh,
curious as to what you said about earlier about there being local artists who have their own styles. When we spoke to
yeah.
Kyle, that was something he said about developing his own art style, that he wanted something that was distinctly Caribbean,
Bit,
not
Caribbean.
American, not Asian, not um, you know, New Zealand, but distinctly Caribbean. No, you laughed that I said New Zealand, but from that section of the world, I believe Cartoon Saloon is in New Zealand, or is it Ireland?
I'm not
Let me
sure.
check. I will check right this moment. But Cartoon Saloon has kind of made a. It's Ireland.
Ireland.
Ireland, yes. Don't quote me before, guys. This is why you must admit when you make mistakes. They're in Ireland. And so they have a lot of their animation style is inspired by Celtic artwork.
Oh,
So that's distinctly Irish animation. So things like Secret of Kells, Song of the Sea, The Breadwinner,
Breadwinner.
Wolfwalkers, all fantastic animations which you should watch if you get the chance.
I think I've
Yeah.
seen the Wolf one.
I
Yeah.
think that's their most recent one from about it's 2022, 2 years ago. 2 years
Oh,
ago.
Yeah.
So they have that very distinct, highly stylized. So if you are looking to create what would be a Caribbean type artwork, you're definitely in. You will have company in that. So feel motivated and inspired by that.
Yep. So my last question for you now is, what advice do you have for any other artists out there who, are looking to improve their artwork or looking to get into, character design?
hmm. I would say be disciplined. Always set a time for yourself to practice, but also have fun. Try to have fun with it. Try and experiment a lot. Experiment new ideas, new subjects. Cause you can't just limit yourself to drawing one thing because you're gonna miss out on a lot in the world. And yeah, just have fun with it.
All right. So that's pretty
Observe
much. Okay.
observe people and behaviors and such. Include that
Mm,
into your art and such. Yeah.
nice, nice, nice. So if I remember correctly, you said set a time for yourself to practice your work. Have fun, doing your work. Um, the last one you said was observe people, and I'm missing
Yeah.
one, but people can watch over the video to see the three lessons. But yeah, man, those that's some good that's some good advice. That's some very very good advice. Um, so yeah, thank you very much, Oliver, for taking part in this interview. It was a pleasure. We learned quite a few things, and that comic that you did, looking forward to seeing it. Remember to give me the contact information for the author so that we can probably do some kind of feature during February or comic panel month.
I will.
And just keep on practicing and putting out your work. We enjoy it. It's the reason why you're all creative of the month for January. So please um keep it up, keep it up. We'll see you in Art and Chill.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Alrighty. Bye bye. Thanks everybody.
Bye.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too as well. Bye.